never seen one like a human.
I am human, just enhanced.
Natalia's just a fantastic actor. When she first auditioned with Linda, Linda's like, that's it, we're done. And Mackenzie, I don't know why, because she is such a fantastic actor. We joke about it all the time. Why would you go, yeah, this guy's directed one movie, and it's the 6th Terminator movie, and some of them haven't worked out so well. Yeah, I want to be in that. I'm not sure I would have risked that if I was her, but I'm glad she did, because she's a fantastic actor. And more importantly, as this character in the movie, she is, in many ways, kind of the heart of the movie.
I didn't really get to work with Gabe enough, because that's the story of the Terminator. They're always just off, just coming in. So you don't share a lot of screen time with the Terminators until the very end, and then it's just one dirty fight. But those ladies are astounding actresses and fierce women and fierce fighters, and their discipline and just general good humor. We were like this, and nothing would, it all would have failed if one of us had been a weak link. But we forged a great friendship and a partnership, and upped each other's game every single day that we were in front of the camera. I love them.
We love Linda so much, and I was so excited making the movie with her to see her be Sarah Connor again, but to see the reception that she's receiving. And when we were in Mexico City, and everywhere, but Mexico City was the first place we did a premiere, and just the noise in that room for Linda coming back felt so gratifying and cool to have her be greeted with that, because she deserves so much love and admiration.
It was her. In the number of years that we've known each other, 35 years, that both of our acting has improved. I mean, that's the name of the game, and if you get to do something long enough, you get better and better at it.
I'm hungry, right? I'm hungry for getting better. I'm hungry for improving all the time, and for more. So hopefully we improved, yes, because that's what you do with reps, right? The more movies you make, the better you get, hopefully. Also, what is important is that the characters are written differently each time. So it gave us, in this franchise alone, a place to grow. So because in the first one I was the killing machine, and then the second one I was the protector, so there was a whole different kind of acting again. And then in this one, I now am a killing machine, but I'm growing a conscience. I start thinking like human beings.
When this is all over, I am going to kill you.
I understand.
It's an honor and a huge responsibility, but it's just like working along her. I think this is, Terminator is Sarah Connor's story. So to have her back, I think that's, the stamp of this is a Terminator movie, and it was just really great to work along Linda Hamilton. She's a great, loving, generous human being, but also an amazing actress and professional and disciplined. So I just think we were so lucky to work with her.
It was awesome and a great challenge, and certainly came with its fair amount of pressure, but pressure is good. Pressure is motivating.
I think it's just great to have such a formidable benchmark where both in training and physically what I hope to get anywhere near, and just her commitment to the stakes of this world always felt like, if you can get near where Linda gets, then I feel like that's a really good sort of place to aim for.
Well, I was fascinated by the length of time that has passed, so that it wouldn't necessarily be an addendum to number 2, or I felt very much that I had worked a very complete character arc in the first 2 films, from a nobody to a warrior woman. So I didn't feel that I had that much more to say or show, and I didn't want to just keep doing them without the ability to add something to the character arc. And 27 years later, it seemed that there would be a whole world and a whole history that's happened to her since then. And I was ready to just explore that. Suddenly, there's a young girl and a protector from the future, much like Kyle Reese was my protector, and to try to parse that out and figure out who's on whose side, whose version of the future. And basically, Sarah Connor is a woman now that does not deal with people very well. Any people at all, ever. So she's out of her element again, dealing with a human story. You know, not something that she wants to do at all, deal with a human story. Technology has gone farther, so he has a stronger skill set, sort of almost anything that you can imagine, he can throw at you, come at you, you know what I mean, fling at you. So obviously the technology just keeps getting better and better, which makes the Terminators harder to kill. I'm very happy to share the spotlight. Certainly, you know, without a doubt will be compared to myself 27 years ago, and I could use a little backup. Make me look a little, you know, they make me look better every day. They are astounding women. Mackenzie is going to get the attention for how she's transformed her body, and I've watched that transformation, and it's wonderful to see what she's done and the strength that she's discovered. Natalia, she's got it like 150%. She's the most fluid actress I have ever worked with, and I mean ever worked with. She's just got the most amazing instincts, and they're both just fiercely intelligent, compassionate, talented, generous, wonderful, beautiful women. They're my dream team. I don't think in terms of like how iconic this is, how it's an iconic re-partnering. I just don't think like that. Other people do, you know, when they see us. But I was just happy to see him. I actually didn't know how happy I was going to be to see him until he showed up on set, and I'm so happy to be with Arnold again. I kind of want to hug him all the time. I don't know what that's about, but I just, I'm glad to be with Arnold. And the shared sense of history and the things that being back together with him bring to mind, you know, the long history that we've had that goes beyond just the films that we've done, but just the moments that we've shared. And I celebrate those and embrace the opportunity to continue it. On a scale brought into the future 27 years later, which means it's 10 times as much action. Or the action is 10 times bigger. You know, maybe not much longer in terms of percentage of film time, but it's just so huge. It's like we're falling out of a what into a what, and then what? I mean, I was white, apparently, when I finished reading that script. And I turned to my best friend and said, I have to get my affairs in order. I won't be coming back. I mean, it's like, what? I mean, I've never done anything even close to this huge. T2 might have been this in its day, but all these years later, it's like, holy crap. It's huge. The women power is mighty in this film. And three very different women, you know, not cut from the same cloth. I mean, just utterly different women that, I mean, God bless Tim Miller for putting these three actresses together, because we are just so utterly different from each other.